This video we're going to be talking about some word problems, and they're going to be word problems where you have to use systems of equations to solve them. So we have me and Amani are selling wrapping paper for a school fundraiser. Customers can buy rolls of plain wrapping paper and holiday paper. Me sold 13 rolls of plain wrapping paper and 10 rolls of holiday paper for a total of $260. Amani sold 6 rolls of plain and 10 rolls of holiday for a total of $190. So find the cost of each one roll of plain wrapping paper and one roll of holiday paper. So you notice how they're asking two questions. They say find the cost of one roll of wrapping paper. So they're asking how much one roll of wrapping paper costs. And they're also asking what one roll of holiday wrapping paper costs. So what we're going to do, and what you're going to do for every word problem, is designate one of the things that they're asking for. Typically it's how much they cost or how many number of people fit in it or whatever it is. Designate one of them as X and then one of them as Y. So we're going to say X will stand for the cost of one roll of plain wrapping paper and Y will stand for the one roll of holiday wrapping paper. So kind of picking out this paragraph here, I guess the main couple sentences that we're going to look at is me sold 13 rolls of wrapping paper and 10 rolls of holiday wrapping paper for a total of $260. So you set up the equation something like this. 13 times whatever the plain wrapping paper costs, again we designated that as X, plus, and since she sold 10 of the holiday wrapping paper, and we designated the holiday wrapping paper as Y, so 13X plus 10Y is going to equal 260. Okay, so these word problems are all going to be pretty similar on how you set up the equations. Amani sold 6 rolls of wrapping paper and 10 rolls of holiday. So as you can guess, well, we're just going to do 6X plus 10Y. And that equals 190. So we have two equations. One expresses how much me sold and one Amani sold. So we can come up with what is the cost of one roll of plain wrapping paper and what is the cost of one roll of holiday wrapping paper. Now you notice on this one how we have a 10Y and a 10Y. Actually for these word problems we're going to be using elimination. So remember you need to make one of them negative. So let's multiply one of them by a -1 and let's use the bottom one. So we have negative 6X minus 10Y equals negative 190. So again, you just flip all the signs and scribble this one out here. 13X minus 6, that'll give me a 7X. The 10Y and the negative 10Y will cancel out. And 260 minus 190 will give me 70. And solving for X, divide by 7. So X will equal 10. So the plain wrapping paper will cost $10. And how do you find the holiday wrapping paper? Well, we just have to go back, plug 10 into one of the equations. Erase my little scribble if I can. So you can use any one of these three. Looks like the middle one might be the easiest one to use. So 6 times 10 plus 10Y equals 190. 6 times 10, 60, plus 10Y equals 190. Subtracting 60 on both sides, we get 10Y equals 130. And dividing by 10 on both sides, we get Y equals 13. So plain will cost 10 and the holiday will cost $13. Here we have another word problem. This one deals with buses and vans. So we have the local amusement park is a popular field trip destination. This year the senior class at high school A and senior class at high school B both planned trips there. The senior class at high school A rented and filled 10 vans and 14 buses with 1,000 students. B rented and filled 9 vans and 14 buses with 984 students. So each van and each bus carried the same number of students. Find the number of students in each van and each bus. So the question is, how many fit in the van and how many fit in the bus? So that'll be kind of like my X and Y, and I'm actually going to use V and B. So we'll kind of know if we're talking about the students in the van or the bus, so it's a little easier to use. And once again, we'll come up with the equations for it. So high school A rented and filled 10 vans and 14 buses. So 10 vans times the number of students in each van plus 14 times the number in each bus equals 1,000. High school B filled 9 vans and 14 buses. So 9V plus 14B, and that equals 984. So these are our two equations. And once again, we're going to use elimination. So we have to make one of the 14s a negative. Let's use the bottom one. You can use the top if you want. So we'll have negative 9V minus 14B equals negative 984. So adding these two together, I get V, and the 14B and the negative 14B are going to cancel, equals 16. So the number of students in the van is 16 students. And we're going to find the number of students in the bus, so we just have to take that 16 and plug it into one of the equations. Looks like the middle one right here, without that negative, might be the easiest one to use. So 9 times 16 plus 14b equals 984. 9 times 16 will give me 144 plus 14b equals 984. Subtracting 144 from both sides, that'll give me 14b equals 840. And then dividing by 14 on both sides, should give me a b value of 60. So there are 60 students on each bus. And the last word problem that I'm going to look at is one that uses senior citizen tickets and student tickets. So Jill's school is selling tickets to a play. On the first day, the tickets sales, the school sold 12 senior citizens and 6 students for a total of 258. The school took in 303 on the second day by selling 12 senior citizen and 9 student tickets. So what is the price of one senior citizen ticket and one student ticket? So it's kind of weird because they both begin with S, senior citizen and student. So maybe I'll just designate senior citizen as C and the student as S. So the first day, they sold 12 senior citizens and 6 students. So 12C plus 6S equals 258. And the second day, they took in $303 by selling 12 senior citizen tickets and 9 student tickets. So we can use elimination again. You can use substitution if you want, but usually with these kinds of problems, elimination is going to be your friend. Let's make the top one negative this time. So multiply that one by negative 1. So I have negative 12C minus 6S equals negative 258. And adding these two guys together, we'll get 9S minus 6S. That'll give me a 3S. And then 303 minus 258 should give me a 45. And then divide by 3 will give me an S value of 15. So the number of student tickets was $15. So that's how much a student ticket costs. Senior citizen tickets, so we got to plug in that 15 into one of the equations and figure out my C. Looks like this one might be the easiest one to use. So 12C plus 6 times 15 equals 258. So 6 times 15 will give me 90. And then subtracting 90 on both sides. So 12C will equal 168. And then 168 divided by 12. So it will give me a C value of 14. So the senior citizen ticket cost $14.